Welcome to partialarc.com. Don't do that.
You find yourself in a tavern.
Oh, we should have checked for traps.
I knew he forgot something.
I think I can reason with him.
You killed his father.
Can I have sex with it?
You could certainly try.
I'm gonna touch a sword.
Don't touch the sword!
The child is evil, right?
Obviously.
I could cast Fireball.
Always cast fireball.
All right, roll for it. Welcome to Friday Night Quests. I'm your host and DM, Jay Jones. This is a show where we play Dungeons & Dragons with a new special guest every month. For this adventure, we're joined by my co-host on the Blockbuster Smash Up podcast, Todd G. Levin, who agreed to join us for our first holiday special. But before we begin, just a few quick notes on dragons, just to make sure everyone's on the same page. In the world of D&D, there are two main types of dragons. The chromatic dragons, which are colored red, blue, green, black, or white, are generally considered to be incredibly evil. However, metallic dragons come in shades of bronze, brass, copper, silver, and gold, and they are revered to be creatures of good. In fact, the god Bahamut is called the Platinum Dragon and upholds the tenets of justice and order. And remember that name because you'll be hearing it a few times today. Without any further ado, let's get to the game. All right, our first player I want to talk about is Jeremy Fox, writer for film and television. Jeremy is playing Prince Horace Kemp. Jeremy, tell us a little bit about Prince Horace.
Prince Horace is beautiful, first and foremost. He is obsessed with hair care products. He's a powerful, powerful man.
Oh, yeah. He's huge, right? He's very strong.
He's cut. Yeah, I mean, he spends a lot of time in the magical gym. And by that, I mean a man named Jim who's magical. You enter him, you grow strong, and you exit him.
Oh, awesome. Is he like a giant? Like an actual giant?
Yeah,
like you go inside his mouth?
You put like a gold coin in his mouth, and then you go inside.
You go inside of him?
Buffs you up a little bit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He's a prince, as you said in his name. Yeah, Jim's a prince. What a prince. He sure does make me buff. And so mostly Horace is just an amazing fighter, very strong, and believes strongly in his own beauty.
Oh, wow.
And power.
And since this is a special kind of holiday adventure, tell us a little bit about what is a favorite childhood memory of Horace?
Horace's mother is actually a silver dragon.
Right.
That mostly, he wasn't born by her, but he was raised by her. And she usually is in her human form, her female human form. She's beautiful, long silver hair. And one time, Horace was ripping on one of the family tapestries in the castle, and he thought it was funny, and his mother caught him and sat him down and kneeled down next to his face and said, "Horace, stop doing that, you little shit." And then stood up and walked away, and that was like one of the first times he ever got attention from her. So it was really
it was a really special moment.
It was a special moment for Horace.
She saw me today. She remembered your name and everything.
I was like, oh my gosh, she knows me.
Because the Kemps are there's just tons of Kemps.
Yeah, there's tons of Kemps. Yeah. And Mom rarely gives anybody any attention.
Oh, wow.
She's too busy dealing
with it. Well, that
is
in its own way a very sweet.
Yeah, I was like, God, Mom's pretty. Do you know that?
The questions asked at Kemp's Estates.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Next up, we have Kelly Egan, a digital strategist who is playing Izzy Buchanan. Kelly, tell us a little bit about Izzy.
So Izzy is a half-elf. She's half human, half drow. She's 20 years old now and comes from a kind of hermit background where she grew up in the forest with her mom and dad. And she's now a chaotic neutral, trying to find her footing and her faith, really. Both within nature and within herself.
And chaotic neutral because she shifted from chaotic good, right?
Yeah.
I would argue that maybe she never shifted. She just needed to be reclassified.
Yeah,
she thought she was chaotic good. We all start out, we're thinking we're in one way, but, that's good. And tell us a favorite family memory of when she was younger.
So she's a druid of the Circle of the Moon, and one of the more sacred Circle of the Moon traditions during this time of year is going out in the forest, and we all come together and we do our winter circle, and it just involves several druids within the region coming together. So this was, when I was young, a great time to actually see other druids that aren't my parents or isn't my dad. So I was like, oh, there's more of us. Oh. And we have a festival. It involves a lot of, torches and dancing naked under the moon. And then it wraps up with a really warm soup. And that was like one of my favorite
Nice.
That's not where I saw that going.
memories.
And it ends with a nice soup.
With soup, a feast, a little feast, but yeah.
Well, let's everybody get dressed. We're going to have some soup now.
That's what the druids call it.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Let's have some soup, everybody.
That's excellent. Next up, we have Mike Christensen, my partner in crime on the Because Comics podcast. Mike, tell us about your character, Sweeney.
Sweeney is a wizard, but you wouldn't know it to look at him. He looks more like just a street rat, and he's got ratty orange dreadlocks and a gross orange chin beard and tattoos barely covered by his clothes, but they have his spells listed on them. Not at all covered are the mage life tattoos on his knuckles. He's got rings and piercings and chooses not to bathe.
It's a choice.
More often than not, because he's been offered. People have said like, "Oh yeah, you can Ross yourself in other adventures," and he's been like, "Nah, I'd rather not."
I'd rather not bathe.
He just doesn't.
Is he worried about the ink coming off for those spells, or he just does not? Nope.
No, I think he just prefers things the way they are. He's
Okay.
just stagnant in all the ways.
In a
that
lot of
implies.
ways. Yeah.
But he's getting to be a much more powerful wizard as time goes on.
And what is a nice family memory of Sweeney?
Pass.
Okay. All right, then. Next up, we have Todd G. Levin, a partner of mine on the Blockbuster Smash Up podcast.
Hey.
Todd,
Yes?
tell us a little bit about Darnsin, your character.
Well, Darnsin Kemp is the brother of Horace over here.
Horace Kemp.
And I'd say he's the more modest of the two brothers, or the 20.
Yeah, the litter of Kemps.
Yeah, the
20, 28.
right.
You don't know.
We don't actually know.
Yeah,
Some
they're
of
still
them are
having
on-
kids potentially.
And,
so
and
you
some
guys
of them
haven't
are
been
on
home.
quests, and we don't know how many. We'll find out actually.
Yeah.
Every
You don't know how many
Bahatmas, we
there are
find out how many
currently?
Kemps there are.
Yeah, the number of Kemps keeps rising.
Or dropping, depending on their adventures.
That's true.
He's full-blooded human. He has the rank of prince, though he doesn't really like to carry it around necessarily. Doesn't like it to precede him. He chooses the more monastic lifestyle as a paladin, level 7 paladin, who travels around the countryside. He's more of a holy crusader, knight errant kind of guy who goes around to help people, basically.
All right.
With his two helper people.
His two compatriots.
Yeah, his two compatriots, Bethak and Ayara. Everybody thinks it's Ilara, but it's actually Ayara.
Though the L's are wide.
She's very
That's right.
She's very self-conscious about it.
She comes from the Latin quarter of this. Of the,
Iara and Bethak.
Iara and Bethak. So yeah, he's looking forward to Bahatmas and looking forward to seeing his brother Horace
Aw,
yet again.
that's nice. And what's a nice childhood memory of Darnsin?
Growing up in the Kemp household, castle.
Sure.
We like to think of it as a household. There's lots of memories, but probably just a simple memory of cradling my little brother Horace when he was a baby is probably my favorite. There's a popular scroll, and it became a hymn about Horace bit my finger. Where we were both children, and he was teething, I suppose, and
Oh my gosh, that was you.
That was you.
You were the famous
You're the
one?
Horace?
Yeah, I don't really talk about it.
yeah, Horace bit my finger became a popular hymn. So that's the
That's amazing.
Yuletide.
A lot of parodies to that hymn too, which
Yeah.
were never really recaptured it.
Yes.
All right, so let's get into the adventure. The cool breeze whips across the ocean as you look out upon the blue water beneath the sailboat. The vessel is moderate in size, but looks to be the finest in its class. Excellent craftsmanship up and down the bow and decorating the double cabin just below deck. At the helm, standing atop a barrel, barely peering over the wheel, is Gormo, the dwarf servant to Prince Horace Kemp. He looks to be beyond tired, with huge bags under his eyes. It's about noon, and you three, Horace, Izzy, and Sweeney, have been traveling for quite some time, on your way to the Kemp estates to celebrate Bahamutmas with Horace's family per the invite you received from Horace's father, the king. The invite, still tucked in Gormo's pocket, reads, "My dearest son, I send this letter with much haste, hoping that it finds you in time. I have the most amazing news I wish to share with you and our family, something that will etch the Kemps in the history books for all time. Please make swift journey back home so I can deliver the news to you in person on our most joyous of days, Bahamutmas. A family holiday one should always celebrate with family. I can't wait to see you, son. It's been too long. Love, King Marcus Kemp, your true Lord and Savior, face and fist of the angels, commander of the Bronze Keepers, lover of his people, and 5-time Bake-Off champion, Dad. P.S. You can bring those two servants you're always going on about." And just as Gormo is about to doze off, His eyes go wide as he catches the all too familiar shores of the Kempstown port, a long dock stretching out to the sea with dozens of ships, all shapes and sizes, calling her home. At the very tip of the dock is a statue of a massive silver dragon, beckoning all travelers welcome. As you come close to land, what are you three up to?
I suppose I'm staring whimsically off at my old hometown.
Yeah, it's been quite a while since you've been there,
It
right?
has been. It has been. Yeah, it's been a long time. I don't know actually how to feel about returning home. I had vowed not to until I had a kingdom of my own.
Well, we'll see where that goes then.
I'm sitting next to, I'm next to Sweeney. I don't know if we're sitting or standing. Kind of just asking, like, what do you think, like, the big news is about? You think it's good or bad? Like, what do you think is?
I bet you they're gonna disown him.
I bet, yeah.
I feel like they're just gonna be like, enough's enough, man.
And then he's
It's just
stuck
not
with
okay.
us forever.
Yeah. Oh.
What would Horace do if he didn't have purpose? It's
Sweeney,
like,
Yo.
come here to the front of the boat.
All right. Just me.
Yes, please.
All right. Cool. What's
Sweeney,
up?
when you're in the Kemp Estates,
Uh-huh.
you're going to see many valuable things.
Yeah.
I don't want you to touch them,
Okay.
and I certainly don't want you to steal them.
I gotcha. I'm gonna go ahead and make a deception check. I rolled a 2. I add to that
He knows that you're lying.
5, but I don't think 7. I feel like you don't need to roll against it. You know that I'm lying to you.
Listen, you magic turd. I'm going to need... I'm going to need a pinky swear. And I know you believe in pinky swears because they're magic.
All right.
the magical of all indexes.
Sir, pinky swears aren't magic.
Gormo.
Gormo, who's driving the boat, damn it?
The boats are fine. We're very close to port. I was just trying to tell you that pinky swears are actually not magical.
What do you know about magic, you
Gormo,
weirdo?
he figured it out. Don't try to protect the secret any longer. He's figured out the truth of pinky swears. All we can do now is make the best of it.
You hear, Sweeney Gormo? I figured out the truth by myself without you, okay? Go drive the boat.
Fine. So Gormo wanders back to the boat.
Give me that pinky, Sweeney.
Of course. I hold up my pinky. An honor. That's the sound our pinkies make.
You guys need to oil those pinkies.
That's weird. Does your pinky squeak that much? Awkward.
My pinky's greased up. I don't know why.
It's weird.
Maybe I do know why.
Oh boy.
No, you grease up your hands for bomb moves.
No, yeah. Whoa. Okay.
Thing.
Just Horace is dipping his hand in a barrel of grease on the boat.
That's all I have to say, Sweeney.
Okay, cool. Good talk. How you feeling about going home?
I didn't want to come back until I had my own kingdom.
Oh. So how you feeling about your progress so far? Because you have like
I
5.
have an idea.
Yo.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Izzy, come over here.
Yep.
She's been like 5 feet away from us the whole time.
Jesus, why are you
I'm right
creeping up on
behind
me?
you. I don't know. It's creepy.
All right, you two. I have an idea.
Wait, I should
I
write down
have-
the date. Okay, so
And I have an oar.
Horace had an
Holds up an oar. Drops oar.
idea today.
I do have a kingdom, and you two are part of it.
Technically true.
Kind of. We are the Velvet League.
So if anybody asks, I do have a kingdom.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It's in a nice area, temperate, grassy.
Okay.
Okay.
There's goat farms,
Oh.
Interesting.
Exclusively?
Exclusive animals.
exclusively goats, and it's beautiful and rich.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool. What's it called?
Kempland.
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 Good
Kempland.
one, Sweeney. I like that.
Kempland.
Sir,
Kempland.
remember when you told me to
Rules.
remind you about bad ideas before they happened? This was one
Gormo.
of, I feel like these might be one of those times that...
Gormo, if you're not driving the boat,
I'm
ghosts
sorry. Okay.
don't drive the
Okay.
boat.
I'm sorry. I'll go drive.
All right.
Kempland.
All right, Kempland.
Kempland.
Everybody okay
Kempland.
with this?
I think I'm not much for lies, but if we have to, for your family, protect your honor,
Thank you.
I'm willing to do that.
My family will mock me when they see that I don't have a kingdom and I've returned. Because when I left, I turned it around at the gate, looked them all in the eyes, and I said, F all of you. I'm not coming back.
He did say that.
until a kingdom is mine.
Gormo, did he say F?
Oh, you said fun, all of
He
you?
did.
I said,
He didn't say F.
forgive all of you.
Ooh, harsh words from Horace Kemp.
Forgive is a very strong word in dragon tongue. He said it in Draconic.
Because dragons rarely forgive, so it's a big deal.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, it's tough. Family's tough, I guess. So we'll do what we can to help you out in
Thank
this
you.
time of need.
Thank you, you two.
In the spirit of the holiday?
Thank you. You're my most prized servants.
Oh, my God.
And I think you two
Stiff
deserve...
competition in terms of servants that you have.
I think you two deserve a special, honorable place at the table during Bahamutmas.
You know,
What about
Gormo,
What about
my
me?
God,
No.
the dock. It's getting closer.
Yeah. I'll pull us in. So, you guys arrive at the dock. You pull up. Gormo jumps out, takes the giant rope and lassos it around the post and ties you in and makes sure it's secured and sets the ramp so that you can step off. Just as you arrive, though, another beautiful ship arrives beside yours. This one even more decadent than the one your own, and twice the size. Off the ramp steps a handsome paladin warrior clad in radiant armor. He steps with purpose and unwavering confidence, as he's shortly followed by a female elf dressed in the finest of robes, with eldritch charms fashionably decorating her sleeves. On her shoulder rests a blue owl, to who she looks to be talking to. Suddenly, the owl flutters off her shoulder and transforms into an 8-foot-tall Goliath. Goliaths being tall rock-skinned people, he has grayish-blue skin and is covered in fine leather weaves. These two exchange a few words with the paladin, clearly companions of some kind. They each smile, hug, and the elf and Goliath walk off with one another, while the paladin turns to you three. He locks eyes with Horace, and a great smile sweeps across his handsome face.
My word, is that my little brother Horace I see?
Forgive me.
Horace, my brother, my dear brother, give me a hug.
Darnsin, you're going to crimp my velvet.
Oh, it's just cloth. Mother can wash it later, or many of the other servants who can do that can.
Hello, Darnsin.
This must mean only one thing. You have returned as the master of a kingdom. Congratulations, Horace.
Yes. As a matter of fact, Kempland is doing very well, as my servants will assure you.
not servants, friends. Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Fellows in brotherhood and members of the kingdom Kempland.
Well, I am Prince Darnsin Kemp, the fair older brother of Horace Kemp, and it is nice to meet you. What be your names?
Sweeney.
Sweeney,
They-
hello?
They call me Sweeney.
Sweeney, they call you, okay.
He's a wizard, my brother. A powerful one.
Fantastic.
And
who
my
is-
man.
Okay.
We don't make love or anything, but he is mine.
Even if you did, that would be just fine with me.
Excellent.
And who is this fine druid? What are you exactly?
Good one. Oh, I'm Izzy. I am a half human, half drow.
You can tell.
She's also powerful. We don't try to call that out with her drowness.
She
We can talk about
references it a lot, actually.
Yeah, I'm proud of who I am and where I came from.
All right.
Granted, though, we are wearing traveling clothes, so my appearance is a bit disheveled.
Izzy,
right
Well, it's been a long boat ride.
It's been a long boat.
We threw up a lot.
Yeah.
Well, Sweeney, sorry, what was your name again?
Izzy.
Sweeney, Izzy, let me introduce you to my compatriots here. This is my loyal giant Goliath, Bethak.
Hello!
There he is all the way up there.
pleasant to meet you.
Did you need something?
Oh, no, we're fine, Bethak. Thank you very much.
Goodbye, I love you!
Oh, well, just don't go anywhere. Just
Of course, companion.
3 steps and you're at the kingdom already, so you're fine.
Excellent, I'll see you in the town!
And this is the lovely and incomparable Ayara.
Hello.
Hey,
Well, I'm glad you guys are getting along so well.
Full elf.
An elf.
I am a full elf. What do you wish to know? Peer into my eyes. You stare into her eyes. And you see like birds chirping. You see like children throwing hay into the air festively. And you feel warm inside somehow.
Oh, I like her.
she has tiny people in her brain.
She's beautiful.
Izzy, we're not supposed to be liking these people.
Okay.
Darnsin, nice work. Good for you that you've got some friends. Good.
Oh, well,
Beautiful friend.
Thank you very much. They are some of my most cherished people in my life. Of course, only second to my family.
Well, let's go ahead and head towards the house, shall we?
To Kemp Estates we go.
Okay. You guys leave the docks.
Your brother's beautiful.
And he knows it, believe me.
I think I know he knows it. He only hires really good-looking companions, too.
I wouldn't call them good looking.
I could see her soul through her eyes.
You two need to see yourselves a little better. You are better than them. You're pretty-ish, Izzy.
Oh, God.
And Sweeney, you've got...
Please finish.
You have tattoos.
I do.
That's cool.
Thank you.
Oh, makeovers! Makeovers! Wait, there's bathrooms here, right? With, like, actual running water.
I actually insist you have makeovers.
Sweeney makeovers. Makeovers. Or unders.
I'm curious about what a make under is.
It's when
is that a
somebody-
drow thing?
Somebody makes you...
Yes, we bury ourselves in dirt and then just think dark thoughts, and then we come out looking cooler than ever.
people
Sometimes
are
our hair
weird.
changes.
The drow are strange people.
Yes.
You guys are walking from the docks to Kempstown. Dozens of houses and shops nestle tightly in the grass and the hills leading up to the glistening Kemp Estates that rest at the very top of this small mountain. A mountain that is fabled to house the Kemp's greatest treasures, kept securely in its many caverns. The streets are fairly packed, and although the citizens don't seem to be living in luxury or even comfort, they appear to be taking to the festivities of Bahamutmas quite joyously. Many wreaths are hung in the doorways, decorated in the colors and treasures of their favorite metallic dragon. Children scamper around, dressed in silver, bronze, and gold. Even a few brass and copper garbs are spotted. Each kid carries with them what looks to be a toy yellow canary. Above, two neighbors standing on ladders eye one another as each attempts to hang the most candles and decorations about their home, one even fastening a massive statue to their roof. Smells of saffron and incense are everywhere. It is Bahamutmas, after all. What do you guys do as you pass through the city? I mean, there are people everywhere. Like, there's people just bustling around, carrying foods. And Darnsin, are you still with them? Are you still traveling with them?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm just on the shoulder of Bethak.
Oh, okay. You're atop his shoulders.
He's one of my most loyal companions, and both Yara and I are both on the either shoulder.
Oh, wow.
Of Bethak.
Izzy.
Yeah.
Can I ride your bear form?
It makes, sure.
Excellent.
Wait. Yeah.
Go.
Yeah, okay.
Do it.
So
You're not a bear.
Let me go
yet.
around the corner first.
My
Feel a
Izzy.
bit exposed.
Izzy, you. I didn't know that you could turn into a bear.
She's my mount,
Fantastic. Well,
But
you
not
look
in
like
a sexual way.
but not in a sexual way.
you make a handsome bear, Izzy.
I mean, should I roll to see if I can ride her well?
yeah, sure.
An animal handling check?
Yeah, I think an animal handling check would be perfect for this.
All right. Let's see. 12.
I'd say you kind of make it up there, but like you're not sitting on her
Majestically?
You're kind of like laying on top of her, like belly on the back, kind of like a kid like trying to get balance on like those wobbly ladders. Just like I got this.
Normally, I have a gilded saddle, Darnsin. The boat trip, we had to leave it behind.
Well, you're doing quite well so far. You look fantastic on the back of that bear.
Excuse me, sir. Would you like to buy some baked goods for Bahamutmas?
Everything's free for the Kemps, isn't it?
You're a Kemp
Yes, I am.
on that
Prince
back
Kemp.
of that bear.
Horace, we have to fill the pockets of the townspeople with gold. This is Bahamutmas after all.
Oh, Prince
Bahamutmas.
Darnsin, it's so great to see you. Please take as much bread as you'd like.
Oh, and have as much gold in return as you will take.
Oh, I thank you, Prince Darnsin. You're always the greatest. And the kid just scampers off.
Just threw a sack at him.
I could have given him gold, too.
I'm sure you could have. And you shall have many more chances to.
There's just a row of
I'm
people
sorry,
waiting.
did you say that you wanted to give us more gold?
Yes, here, have all of my gold. I have 215 gold. You may have it.
So
Horace,
you just
how
throw
generous.
215 gold into the middle of the street?
My kingdom is rich, Darnsin. Rich.
Now they are.
That's gold everywhere! People just diving into the center of the town, just scraping at the gold.
I give
People
it-
knocking each other over. The people on the roofs that were setting up the candles diving off into the middle of the street. So a huge mob has just broken out in the center of the street.
Ah, Horace, Bahamutmas, the greatest time of the season, when everyone can just go into a frenzy over gold.
The elf on the other shoulder is just thinking to herself, This will lead only to darkness.
I'm gonna pull Gormo over and be like, Gormo, I'm going to need you
Yes?
to go to each person and ask them for the gold back.
Oh, each person?
Each person.
But they look so happy, and it is Bahamutmas.
Well, Bahamutmas isn't all about happiness, Gormo. It's about
I believe it's entirely what Bahamutmas is about.
partly about tradition. It's partly about
well, yes.
responsibility and
Okay.
sacrifice. So what I'm going to need you to do is traditionally sacrifice yourself against the poor opinions of these people and take the gold back.
What if they cry or they look really, really sad?
Gormo, have you never seen a child cry?
I unfortunately around you, sir, have seen that many times.
Then you've had training. Now I need you to go get that gold back.
All right. Can I at least this time wear a disguise so they don't find me?
Gormo, you know I have a very strict dress code for my servants.
All right. So Gormo goes in and just follows quietly after each of the people wandering off with piles of gold.
I'm also throwing in some coins, but they're gelt.
Oh, nice.
Much less valuable.
Hey, you're still throwing in some coins there. Bud.
Yeah, something.
How much gold do you actually have?
How much gold? No, I'm not throwing any actual gold coins.
Oh,
I
okay.
do have 135, though.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm technically on my character sheet out 250 gold.
Yes, you are,
So-
currently.
Sweeney, is that gelt you're throwing out?
It is.
Oh, may I have some?
Absolutely.
Sweeney, I did not know you were Druish.
Well, I'm not practicing, but
Are
but
you
I
eating money?
Oh no, it's chocolate. It's a very charming tradition in the Druish.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
temple.
Sweeney's Druish.
That's right, you're still a bear.
Let's keep going.
So some of the civilians, after scraping the gold away, part as the giant bear makes it through the streets. As you leave Kempstown behind, the full view of Kemp Estates is now before you. A lavish 5-story mansion. Every decoration for Bahamutmas can be found in and around the grounds. The only thing out of place looks to be a statue of some kind. Resting before the front doors of the mansion, the statue looks to have been hastily covered by an old tarp. Standing watch around the front courtyard, you spot dozens of the famous bronze keepers, guards of the Kemp family, trained warriors who embody the honor and duty-bound traits of bronze dragons. Upon stepping inside, you see a 20-foot-tall pine tree standing in the foyer, decorated from top to bottom in dragons of all metallic colors and treasures of all kinds. Placed throughout the tree, you see several porcelain canaries, each painted a bright yellow. At the very top of the tree, you see a beautiful platinum statue of Bahamut himself.
I lean over to Horace and say, "This is embarrassing. Your guys left the tree inside. It's awkward."
Sweeney, did I not explain Bahamutmas to you?
Probably. I don't listen.
Rule number 1 of Bahamutmas: you don't talk about it. That's probably why I didn't explain it to you. Number 2, you accept any tradition of Bahamutmas without question.
The tree?
Yeah. I
All
mean,
right.
who knows why that's here? I'm not going to ask.
Master Darnsin, Master Horace! A tiny gnome runs up in servant clothes. He's blue, he's about 3 feet tall.
He's blue?
He's blue.
Huh.
He's a blue gnome.
die.
Master Darnsin, Master Horace, it's great to see you again. Please, let me take your things. Do you have any luggage or servants, or do you have any specific, well, I don't know.
Yes, I have 2 servants you could take. They both need...
Oh goodness, that's a giant bear. You know the grounds that we do not allow bears in the foyer? They are to be taken around back to the bear pasture.
I'm waddling over to the Bahamut tree.
No, you don't want to get too close to the tree. It took a very long time to put that up. Please, we'll take her to the bear pasture out back. She'll be very happy with the other bears.
I'm clawing some of the ornaments.
Izzy, change back into your drowiness. She
Continues to pat ornament.
She's regularly a girl.
Are you still
I'm sorry?
riding her?
No, I got off.
Okay.
I got off.
Where is her ceremonial garbs? If she is your mount, why is she not wearing one?
I explained
Pops back into druid form. I am not his
Oh
mount.
goodness!
Rude.
Is that a drow? You brought a drow here?
Oh, hey, they think I'm a full drow.
She's a good drow.
You know, people think drowers are, like,
I
scary,
don't have
right?
white hair, though. Like, I'm not drowish.
Yeah. There's a thing, though.
This one is with you? The bear girl drow?
Of course, she's my servant. And
Alright.
powerful.
Well, I believe it.
Wait. Oh, quick out of character question. Do I recognize this little
Yes,
one?
this servant, you actually know, this is Bobbins. This is the
Okay.
house servant to the Kemp
Got it.
Estates.
Got it.
So Bobbins is known for coordinating, think of like the head butler of a home.
Got it. Bobbins.
Yes.
Both of my servants are going to need makeovers, especially the one with the tattoos.
Oh, goodness. I thought that it was some kind of skin condition. This is mostly just dirt.
Yes.
This is almost all entirely dirt and oil.
Yeah.
Bobbins, I'm going to have to make sure that you bathe Sweeney.
Of course, I will get our finest servants to do this, probably our stronger ones. He looks like he would be feisty.
And he is going to fight you.
Oh. Is
And
he powerful?
Very much so. So I recommend I recommend getting a wizard to cast some sort of hold person spell.
Excellent.
And
I know counterspell. I can
Oh,
just
your
spell it.
brother's Randy is here. I'll get Randy. He's a very strong wizard. He's dealt with other wizards before.
do you have anybody other than Randy?
Well, Jig-U-Hor is here as well.
What'd you say to me?
Jig-U-Hor? Your brother Jig-U-Hor.
Jig-U-Hor, of course.
And of course, and Jabstein, they travel together.
The three Kemp
suppose-
brother wizards travel together?
Well, that's their name, their current name. They're working on it.
Are they looking for a fourth wizard? That sounds awesome.
Get in the bathtub. And you, Izzy, I
Yeah.
want that hair looking sparkling.
Okay, first off, you don't get to talk about my hair. And second of all, we're not servants. We're his companions and members of from his town.
His kingdom.
Kingdom.
He has a kingdom.
Yes.
What? Horace? You have a kingdom?
Absolutely. Kempland.
My goodness. I thought that day you said to forgive me it was just all harsh words, but you really do have a land.
Bobbins, I always keep my word.
I'd like you to roll a deception check.
Oh, that's a...
Does he get
Uh-oh,
advantage
that's a
because
se-
we're purporting the lie as well?
You guys can do a group check.
Okay.
Because you're assisting him.
That's a 7.
9.
19.
So he doesn't 100% believe what you say, but I mean, he just saw you again. He's gonna, okay, well, I'll have to hear more about Kempland.
Bobbins,
Later?
Bobbins, how great it is
Oh,
to see you.
Darnsin, it's so good to see you.
Give me a big hug.
Oh, come here.
Ow.
He just jumps up. He's very small and compared to your size.
But he
So it's
is
like hugging a cat, basically, on your chest.
Oh, don't you know, my brother Horace says that Kempland is a real place. Then it is, Bobbins.
Roll a diplomacy check for me.
Or no, it's persuasion in this edition. It's not diplomacy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. It is persuasion now.
So, persuasion, 14?
Okay, that's, I would say that's enough. He goes, well, of course, I don't know why I would hesitate. Excellent, I'm very happy for you, Horace. And, Darnsin, what do you need?
Oh, Bobbins, I don't need much.
Of
Just,
course not.
just see my loyal compatriots here. You know Bethak, of course.
Oh, yes, Bethak, you send me the finest of letters. It's always nice to see you. He shakes Bethak's hand.
That must be comical.
Yes, it's, no, I mean, you can imagine, it's a massive stone hand encircling what is basically a pencil.
And, of course, you know Ayara as well.
Oh, yes, Yara, it's great to see you. He's fixing his clothes and matting down his hair. It's
Aw.
wonderful to see you again. You don't write as much as Bethak. Have you gotten my letters? No? Oh, she doesn't speak very much, I see. Well,
Give them the finest of accommodations, and I'll just, for me, I'll just sleep in the attic.
seriously? We have your room prepared.
Oh,
It's-
no, I need none of that. That's fine. I'll just sleep in the attic. Why don't give someone else one of...
Ooh, dibs.
Well, we'll see. There are, of course, other camps, but I'll keep it in mind. What is your name?
I called dibs. Sweeney called dibs.
That
What's
is
that?
not a term that I'm familiar with.
Persuasion check.
Bobbins,
Yes.
Ayara's not the only pretty one here. I have a pretty servant.
Hi.
Oh, the one that was a bear. The one that was once a bear.
Yes, she's beautiful. Wait till
Yes,
she's...
it was, of course. You're very gorgeous. That's the correct term for drow? Am I saying that correctly?
She'll write you letters as well.
Oh. What did you roll, Sweeney?
21.
Oh, wait, to get the room?
Persuasion, yeah, 21.
What do you say with the 21 persuasion?
Dibs.
Dibs.
He
You
must
did.
honor dibs.
I'm sorry, is this a custom I'm not aware of?
Dibs is normally honored in the Kemp household, isn't it?
What? No, I would know of all honorings in this household. I will check the scribings. In the meantime, you can passively stand in that room. I don't know if I will let you sleep there, but you can be in its presence. Just don't touch anything.
I'm watching you.
Bobbins, just make sure he's washed, please.
I will. That will be our first thing. So we'll take you and the gorgeous drow, Very nice.
Ysabel is her name.
Ysabel.
My full name now. Full name. Wow, I didn't know you actually remembered my full name,
Of course, I
Horace.
remember all my servants' names
Oh,
because
God.
we're all powerful.
They are servants, correct?
No.
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
well, I will take the servants to the prince's quarters.
That'd be fine.
This is very strange. All right, you will come with me. First, you're going to the bathhouse immediately. There is nothing to be said for it. Now, you, as well. I mean, you look, of course, gorgeous, but you have bare fur, I think that is, somewhere
druid.
cropped around your...
I like dirt. I'm not gonna
Okay, well, we
I'm not
have
gonna dirt.
excellent mud baths in the bathhouses.
Bobbins, no.
What?
Your responsibility is to make both of these people beautiful
All right.
for the Bahamut dinner.
Okay, I will get my best people on it. He claps, and you see a bunch of servants just pool out from the sides of the room.
Are they also gnomes? Because that would be delightful.
There are different gnomes of different sizes. There's taller ones, shorter ones. Some are green, some are blue, some are purple, and they all line up and basically eye each of you. They all look at one another, concerned, especially staring at Sweeney. Bobbins makes some finger points and notes in the air, almost like military tactics, like flank left, go right, those kind of things. And they kind of swarm you and start pulling you. So 5 are pulling you, Izzy, and 5 are pulling you, Sweeney, with a few others behind you pushing you towards the bathhouse.
I'd like to make a dexterity check to get away.
Sure.
Also, as they're pulling you guys, I'm going to say, I don't normally say this, but I owe you one.
owe me one so big. It's like the
They will
gesturing her
make-
entire
They'll
arm
make
span.
strength checks.
Oh, that was so many dice.
Yeah, there's like a crit in there, so
Yeah.
you're gonna be. They're dragging you all the way to the bathhouse.
Yeah.
Izzy, are you gonna fight it? Or are you gonna
No,
go as
I'm
well?
just walking, but I'm like doing the 2 forked finger eyes from my eyes to Horace, like you.
Yes, I love you too as well. Enjoy your cleaning.
Meanwhile, Darnsin is just high-fiving all of the gnomes.
Oh yeah, as they go, they all see you. They all run up as they're like pushing Sweeney or Izzy, giving you hugs and stuff.
Darnsin, look at me.
Yes.
I see right through your act, Darnsin. Don't think Mother's going to favor you because you think you're so nice, taking the etiquette. I know you. You're always trying to impress everybody. Me, I don't need to because I've got a kingdom. And I'm rich. And I've got Gormo. Do you have Gormo? No.
No, I have Bethak. And, but Gormo seems like a really just nice addition to your whole crew there.
Well, he's slightly a fool, but he's
Aren't we all, Horace?
He's a very powerful man, Darnsin, and I don't know.
Listen, Horace, you have your kingdom, but all I ask is the attic so I can be closer to Bahatmus. I want to just pray and spend a lot of my time here. I've been doing a lot of questing lately, and, well, I just feel that I need to become closer to my god once more.
Don't think your prayers will make Mother notice you more than me.
I tend to make them silently,
All right.
so she won't hear them.
Well, go pray then. And I'm gonna walk away and look at the tree and huff.
Roll for huffing power.
Now, remember all of you to be sure to be down around 6-ish. We're going to have dinner, Bahamutmas Eve dinner, so be sure to be on time. And dress in your finest Bahamut clothes. So let me know if you need any help with that.
Bobbins, you will never see finer than what I will be wearing tonight.
I believe it. I certainly believe it, Prince Horace. Well, I'll see you all later then. So you guys go off to your separate rooms.
I require some rosé, Bobbins.
Yes, I will send some rosé up as well. So you guys are off in your separate places. We'll kind of hop around to where each of you are. So Sweeney, how are you faring in the bath? They have gotten you into they have gotten you into the bath.
Yeah, I know.
A wizard human is standing in the corner of the room in robes, kind of looking at the gnomes confusedly that he's been asked in there in the first place. He looks upset, and he's pointing at you being dunked in the bath, basically,
Yeah.
and puts his hands up in the air and kind of walks out of the room.
Wait. Hang on. What was your name?
Huh?
What was your name?
Oh, hey, I'm Jiggy Whore. How you doing?
Jiggy.
Hold him down! Someone get some help over here!
Tell my family.
Yeah, I don't, what's going on here? Someone called me in here to make sure a wizard stayed in a bath. I don't really know what that means.
Are you looking for new wizards for your thing?
No, we're kind of like the 3 wizards. It's something we're trying out.
I'd love to
Things
compare.
are doing pretty well, though.
I'd love to compare notes and some.
Well, we only bring in wizards, so, I mean, whatever
I'm a
you
wizard.
do with,
I know magic.
You what? You know magic?
I know magic.
You okay? Well, do you know prestidigitation? I use it to keep myself nice and cleanly. It's pretty.
I do. And as I'm like half in the tub, I use it to make myself dirtier. because I looked it up. Prestidigitation doesn't just clean. You can make something filthier.
You suddenly see all the gnomes stop and stare at each other.
Yeah, guys.
They all silently roll up their sleeves.
You're not gonna win this one.
They are doubling down on keeping you clean.
No.
So I'm gonna roll for a strength check for them.
They bring out like a giant brush. They had been using mini ones before.
Yeah, they comically hit a panel and a big one comes out.
I'm gonna do a dexterity check again.
Okay.
Bring in the legendary brush.
I know.
The golden brush
The problem was
You beat a 23.
it was cocked, so it was half 20 and half 3, so I had to roll again, and it was not better than that 23.
No, they dunk you and just brushes come from every angle. Just,
All right.
Well, it looks like you're busy. Maybe we'll compare notes later.
I give it just a thumbs up from under the water.
From under the water, like Terminator style.
Remember me.
All right, well, I'll see you at the dinner or whatever. And he walks out of the room and leaves.
Jig you whore.
So, Izzy, how are things faring for you?
I'm doing great. Bathed. I'm doing yoga naked.
Oh my gosh.
Loving it here. It's nice.
As you're doing this, the gnomes are kind of standing, not really sure what to do.
Stretching. Real good.
We threw the water on her, and now she's just kind of posing. We don't really know what's happening here. She's a drow. Do you know what? Is this something that drow do?
Nope, just stretching because we were on that boat for so long, and I feel really crampy, and I haven't been able to be naked in such a long time in my human form, and so this feels really great. By the way, I need some clothes. Can you find
Right. Of course, yes.
clothes for me?
So the gnomes run to one of the corner cabinets and pulls out a bunch of clothes. They throw out some nice silk pants and shirts. They throw out different dresses, different styles of all kinds, and lay them at your feet.
Whatever, we weren't entirely clear when Bobbin said, servants, hosts, look, any guest of Prince Horace is certainly a guest of ours, so you can certainly have your choice of any wares.
I'm going to pick out a silver long dress that looks pretty, like, formal, but I'm going to be like, it's a bit too much. So, I'm going to ask, can I keep this dress, like, forever? Is this, like,
of course.
Cool. And then I'm going to get my dagger out. And I'm going to cut...
Forever meaning you can have it for as long as you wish to keep it. This is yours now.
Yes, it's forever. It's mine now. I'm going to...
Yes.
Yeah.
We're all good then?
I'm going to edit it, basically. There's some elements on this that
All right.
really aren't my style.
Well, you're all clean now, so good luck.
And they just slowly back out of the room and leave. Because you pulled out that knife.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm just going to go over to the dress and make a few changes. I'm going to take the sleeves off. And then I'm going to change the back and do like this method where you can like do horizontal slits in a row, but then like pull them up so it looks like a spine.
Oh.
And then I'm going to knot it. It looks really cool.
Oh, awesome. All right, Darnsin, you're now in the attic.
Darnsin is in the cold, drafty attic with.
It's a massive attic, by the way.
And there are just canaries everywhere, and lots of
there's a lot of
poop.
canaries
There's
up
just
there.
lots of canary poop, and I think he's probably in a tunic, just a basic tunic, and he is doing his elaborate rituals of praying to Bahamut.
Oh, excellent.
Yes, and he has placed his sword Mercy. His elvish sword Mercy on the wall.
Oh, that's right. Darnsin has a powerful magical sword. Is that correct?
That's right. But when he prays, he does not have any. He's usually he's a holy warrior, but he
No ornamentation.
When he prays, he just does one at a time. He's either warrioring or being a
praying.
holy
He
man.
turns
yeah.
the TV off when he prays.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And the TV is off. The Punch and Judy show is has been
Spotify on,
paused.
TV off. And Horace, what are you up to at this time? I'm sure you've made it back to your old room. It's been well kept. The house gnomes they keep it cleaned, but what does it look like?
Perfumes everywhere. There's a lot of mirrors. I'm going through my perfumes, going like, I remember this. And I
Like
ring
a
the
kid
bell.
going through his toys when he goes home.
I actually play with a couple of my little soldiers. Pew, 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 pew. And I look over my shoulder, make sure nobody's watching. Then I'm going to ring the servant bell. Ding, 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 ding.
Hello! A purple gnome appears in your doorway. Prince Horace?
Yes. I would like to ask, is there any possibility I could have a audience with Mother before Bahamut?
With who? Sorry.
with Jendai Cross, Queen Jendai Cross.
Oh, yes. Well, not at this time. She's indisposed, but you just came to town, correct?
I'm going to, like a angsty teenager, punch the wall.
I'm certain I'm sure your father will explain everything. You'll be able to talk to whoever you like. We're under strict instructions to make sure that you're well dressed for the dinner and, make sure you're comfortable. And I'm sure the king, the sovereign king, will explain everything.
It's just that I travel across the inner sea and a long journey, and all I want to do is see Mom.
I'm sure there will be plenty of time to see everyone you wish to see later. Is there anything else you need with your garb? What are you choosing tonight? Are there any specific... Would you choose gold, silver, brass, copper, or...
What do you think, you purple little weirdo?
I'm not entirely sure.
Silver.
Yes, of course. I will get the finest silver garbs. I will be right back. He scampers out.
Mom.
As you're sitting in...
That's adorable.
We quickly cut to a person's home in the city as 16 children and family members are pointing daggers at a small dwarf who's holding a bunch of gold in the corner of a room. He has cuts and nicks all over his body. He's staring at death before him. Cut back to you guys. Sweeney, what are you up to?
I assume I'm cleaned at this point.
Yes, you're fully cleaned. You've
Behind the ears.
You've never looked so glistening before in your life.
Fine.
You can see, like, even in your beard, you can see, like, almost different colors, like that of a phoenix coming out of your
Was I not a
beautiful
redhead?
beautiful orange and red hair.
Huh, it's a lot redder than I thought it would be just orange. That's discouraging. All right, clothes. What are we doing? I'm wearing mine. I don't know why I asked.
Well, you will typically choose a specific...
By the way, one of them is standing. The other four are just kind of like on the floor, like panting, breathing heavily, like they've just been through an ordeal.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, well, typically you will pick one of the 5 garbs of the dragons, and we will dress you in it. So what would you like? Brass, copper, bronze, silver, or gold?
Oh, well, I mean, there's other color dragons out there, you know. There's
Of
black
course, there are. Yeah, well, we don't...
there's red dragons.
Yeah, those are dragons, too.
I'll tell you what, I mean, my cloak's red, so I'll just...
But we won't be doing that. So, what of the 5 colors would you like to be using?
You know what, guys? I actually have something for this. And I go into my clothes, I assume are... I hope they didn't burn them. I assume they're in the garbage.
They are.
I pull
They're
out...
They're in a bag kind of shuffled off into the corner.
I pop it open, and I'm going to cast Minor Illusion, which lasts for 1 minute, but I think I can do this in a minute. And I'm going to also cast Prestidigitation on my cloak and clean it. And I'm going to pull out a bronze cloak and throw it on and say, "See, guys, I think this is going to be fine."
Well, it's bronze. It's an excellent color for duty-bound and honorable. Sure, that'll
Those
work.
are 2 words that best describe Sweeney, the wizard.
Roll a deception check.
All right. 20.
Oh, okay. So
total of 20.
okay. So it goes. He believes you.
Yeah. So just give me a minute to change because I just threw on this robe as an example. I haven't put on my other clothes
All
yet.
right. Well, you seem well put together. That's a beautiful robe you have there.
Yeah. Out, guys.
Okay.
All
right, fine.
A little modesty for a member of the Kemp family, please.
All right. We can respect that.
Thank you.
So the gnome motions to the other ones. They stand up and they leave the room and
They
close the door.
leave. The minute passes, the thing changes. I just put on my clothes. I just go out dressed in red.
Okay.
I actually, as soon as I leave, I cast it bronze again. It only lasts for a minute, but I can get out in public at that point.
Okay. So you're walking around in public with a bronze cloak.
Yeah.
But it is going to be red in a minute.
Yeah.
Are you going to keep doing this?
No.
Okay. All right.
I'm just going to be red.
You're gonna be popular.
I'm going to dress like a red dragon.
Yeah, you're going to be real popular.
Yeah.
Izzy, what are you up to?
I'm finishing up doing my hair. I've pulled out my side braids. I've combed out my back bun, and it's taken me a while. My arms hurt a little bit, but I've like oiled and cleaned and pulled all my hair back into like 2 top, kind of like, I guess, pigtails, but because I kind of have thicker, kinkier hair, it's just fluffy. It's just this fluffy little...
Oh, yeah. I can picture that.
Yeah. Back there. And then I've gotten my pseudo dragon necklace and I've kind of taken it apart and I've put the bones.
your
right, the
necklace?
bones of the dead pseudo dragon.
not pseudo dragon.
No, it's a fairy dragon.
Fairy dragon. There we go. The pseudo dragon's my wish list. And then so I put
I need to
bones
kill another little baby
in
dragon.
that one, and then I've also put in like holly berries and some like seasonal sprigs that I've found in a floral arrangement I found in my room. I'm like, ooh,
Yes, we
nature. And I've shoved that also into my hair.
We keep lots of halle berries in the Kemp Castle.
Halle berries. Are really
Yeah, so I've finished doing my hair. It feels good not to be wearing armor for once, and I'm in my silver dress.
Excellent. And Darnsin, you still praying mid-prayer?
Darnsin has finished up his prayers. I think he's just opened this old closet. He's asked some of his servants, some of the gnomes, to bring him his old suit, which is his favorite suit. He wears it every Bahamutmas. It's like this. What are the colors again?
The colors are bronze, brass, copper, silver, and gold.
And your mom is a silver dragon. So.
And your mom is a silver dragon.
So some people dress in
Not
silver to butter her up and get on her good side.
Oh, got it.
Not me.
Let me give you a quick breakdown of like what is known about the dragon
cool.
specifically. So when you're choosing outfits, and eventually you'll also choose a dragon, this is typically after dinner, you would know this because you've been to Bahamutmas at your home many times. So you know typically how the night goes is you're going to have dinner. So you're going to have sit down with all of your brothers and sisters and servants and relatives and people that were invited will be at the great Bahamutmas Eve dinner. And then afterwards you're going to select a dragon. So you're dressed in dragon clothing, specific color, but you also select a specific dragon, which kind of dictates your personality for the night.
Cool.
And kind of how you'll act. The brass dragon is known for being very conversationalist, like a talker and very much telling stories and things like that. Think of it kind of like a bard, like you're spinning tales. Then there's copper dragons, which are known for being tricksters and jokesters. So typically people who dress like that, usually the kids, will go around and mess with some. Also Jabstein, a brother of yours, is known to be quite the trickster, so he'll often dress copper. Also, you have bronze, which is like the bronze keepers, are known to be honorable and duty-bound. So bronze, just like the guards of your house, are known for being, honorable warriors. Then you have silver, which is often known for caring, intelligence, beauty, representing your mother, gender cross. And then, of course, gold is justice and order. So those are the 5 metallic dragons and what they typically represent.
Okay. Darnsin's old favorite garb is a bronze, suit or something with buttons of like little tiny hints of like silver, like maybe gold buttons and like silver little
Epaulets
and
cufflinks.
Yeah, cufflinks and all those kinds of things. And so there's like
your
little
codpiece is silver.
Yeah, codpiece is just full steel. So he looks at this and he just marvels at it, and he's very excited because he only gets to wear it once a year, and it's the most ornate thing that he probably has in his repertoire. So
Wonderful.
yeah,
All right. And
he's ready for the ball.
Horace, what are you up to? It's getting close to dinner time, so what have you done? You've obviously dressed in your silver garb.
Mm-hmm. I'm brushing my hair 500 times on each side of the head. I'm making sure my hat is as tall as it possibly can be.
Oh, nice.
You have to put some chicken wire in there to make that happen.
To push it up a little bit higher?
Yeah, to make it tall. I am making sure there's no lint on my silver cape. And my silver armor is reflective and can tend to blind people if they look directly at it. So, and I've made sure to use the most bright polish. And I can actually, I can barely sit down in it because I slide off the chair and stuff like that.
You sit on even like hard, rugged surfaces, you'll still slip and slide.
I'm gonna have Bobbins put like a sandpaper on my my chair so that I don't move.
As you're doing this, around the corner into your room, you see stepping, a couple blood dripping behind him with a gnome cleaning up behind him, is Gormo, who is cut from different sides of him, his pants and his clothes. He looks like he's gotten a couple bruises on him, but in his shirt, he's carrying like a bucket is. You see a bunch of gold. He drops it on the floor and then collapses to the ground.
Gormo, it's Bahamutmas.
I've returned your gold, Master. I think it's all here.
Excellent. Gormo, it's Bahamutmas. You should take care of yourself.
Aww.
Thank you, Master. Does that mean I'm off for the evening to celebrate? He looked again to paint the picture. You're looking down at a dwarf who's just like beaten to a pulp, staring up at you. Not even standing. His head is just tilted up from the floor, blood pooling underneath his chin.
Gormo, you do a good job for me.
Oh, thank you.
I really appreciate you.
Oh man, I'm so thankful that you're gonna give me the night off.
I need you tonight.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I need you tonight, Gormo. I need you. I'm sorry.
But I got all this gold back.
Listen, I'll get you healed.
My arms shouldn't bend this way.
I'm sure Darnsin knows a heal spell of some sort.
Okay.
Go talk to Darnsin. He's doing nothing with himself, I'm sure.
Where is he?
In the attic.
That's so far away.
Well, here, let me get you some gnomes to carry up there, and I'll go.
Hello?
Yes, I'm going to need at least 17 gnomes to carry this young. Or are you? What age are you, Gormo?
No.
You don't remember my birthday?
Yeah, it's the 7th of. Anyway.
Oh, goodness. He's
So-
bleeding everywhere. Is this one of your servants?
Absolutely, he is, and he's powerful, and he's going to need bandaging. I would take him to Darnsin. Darnsin can heal him a little bit,
Oh, all right, yes.
and then make sure he's in the finest silver you've got.
Of course. We will get our gobs working on it right away.
So they grab him and they try to drag him out. A few of them and a couple others come in and grab other sides of him and carry him out.
Hey, Gormo,
Yes.
appreciate you.
Thank you. And they drag him out of the room. So guys, it's coming
Oh,
close.
do I have my gold back?
Yeah.
It's on the floor. If you sift through it, you'll see that you found you have about 200 of your
Okay.
215.
Okay.
You lost some. He wasn't able to get all the gold pieces
Excellent.
back from everybody.
And 4 gelt.
And 4
Oh, and
gelt.
4 gelt. Okay, all right. Is that
So it
chocolate?
looks like 200. Looks like 204 gold
All right,
pieces.
so I've got a couple of chocolates.
So as the dinner time is drawing close, what are each of you kind of just a quick jump to each of you as you're getting ready to come down to the main entrance hall? Are you guys doing any last minute things that we should know about?
I'm making myself gross again with prestidigitation.
Oh, nice.
I'm healing Gormo, who has come
Yep.
to me, and after I have special lay on hands power.
Oh, yeah?
And so when Gormo comes to me, since I've had my nice rest of healing and praying, I can heal him with my lay on hands.
Okay.
Do I roll for that or?
No, you just do it. I think
Cool.
I think he adds a specific certain number, but
Well, he has 35 hit points to give. How much does Gormo need?
he doesn't need that many. But I would say like you take some time, you work your hands on him.
Sure. I
and-
give Gormo a nice little massage.
A nice-
and hope that no one sees it.
I promise I'll keep this between us.
And then me and at Gormo, I give him I fashion some garb for him that he can
Out of one of the trunks up in the attic.
yeah, that he can like look nicely for the event. One of the, let's say, I don't know, a copper suit or
Okay.
something. And then
This is very nice. I do have to wear silver though. I can get one of the gnomes, but my master very specifically said I should wear silver tonight.
no, you wear copper.
Are you sure? It was very
Yes,
nice
you-
of you to fix all my bones.
Gormo,
and
you
my blood.
dine with me tonight. And I go downstairs with Gormo, but in my haste, I forget my sword mercy that is on the
And you
wall.
leave it up. Oh, okay. So you leave it up in the attic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Conversely, I'm strapping my sword to me because you're supposed to show up to Bahamut's dinner fully prepared,
Fully armed.
fully armed.
It is a Kemp dinner.
Yeah.
It should be well
So
prepared.
I have my sword strapped to me and my hand axes tucked away in my belt. I
Okay.
want to look like a warrior.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
A leader of
A leader
Kempland.
Of Kempland.
Of course. So you come down to the main hall, you see several others waiting, the doors are closed, the massive room, and you know the hall you're about to enter typically is a chamber where your father, King Marcus, will tend to be with Gendacross, your mother, the silver dragon. They will be in there to take words from the people, there to get messages, they give court there and rulings and things like that. But you know for Bahamutmis, this great hall is converted into a massive dining area with tons of tables and festivities and things set up in this room. And the doors are closed at this time. As you come down, you see Sweeney.
Actually, I was going to say, before I enter, I'm going to make myself, with minor illusion, look clean, look handsome. Like my hair is out of its dreadlocks. It's kind of like it's like this curly red hair that's on my shoulders. I've got a silver everything. All my clothes are exactly the same, but silver. My beard is like nicely braided into like a little like neat little braid. It's gonna last for 1 minute until the doors open.
Okay.
Because minor illusion lasts for 1 minute.
So you look great.
Yeah.
So you're coming down. You've never looked better presentable in your life.
The piercings are gone. The tattoos are covered.
I think there's that moment, like in any like a prom movie, where like
when he's coming down the stairs in slow motion.
The stairs, and I'm like, my God, I never knew Sweeney was so beautiful.
Because like Izzy's already come in and she's beautiful, but like then Sweeney comes in and is very juxtaposed.
So we have two of these moments. First, Izzy comes down the stairs. It's like, my God, wow, and then followed immediately by Sweeney with the same slow motion shot.
The same music cue is
the exact
reused
same
both
music
times.
cue with the same slow motion.
I will say this: that music does play until I see Izzy's hair. And I see all this shit in her hair. And I'm like, oh,
the record scratch?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, oh, God.
Whatever, mirror boy. I look great.
I didn't say anything. I'm just
I don't want to wait.
No, I can tell. Your face.
As you're standing there too, Horace, the gnomes are moving around, moving some of the candles because your armor is reflecting light like everywhere. They're trying to position the candles better because people are just being blinded. You see a few of your brothers around. You see in the background, you see Jiggy Hoare standing near Randy. You see Jabstein on the other side of the room as well. And you see what looks to be different servants and family members from different times. You see younger half-dragons. You see kids that could be the age of 12. You see some half-dragons that could be 15. Some of them are standing in the corner pouting. One's kind of writing on a scroll and scratching on one. It looks like a blood scroll, like he's communicating with somebody far off. Like he scratches on it. The message goes to somebody. They scratch back. He writes back. So he looks like completely removed from the party at this time.
He's like listening to Morrissey. And
he's listening to the band. And then the doors crack and open, and the smells of delicious foods and saffron and incense billow out into the room as all of the gnomes dressed in their finest colors, all of them different kinds, brass, copper, bronze, silver, and gold, all lined up and beckoning you guys into the room. So you guys walk into the great hall, and it is huge. It is beautiful. There are wonderful plates set up and tables set. You see a lot of different chair sizes. You see at one table, kind of towards the back, you see a chair that almost takes up a half size of the table. It looks like it would fit a giant would sit there. The chair itself is black and worn, and it seems to have some stains and burns in it. But you guys move into the hall, and you guys can take your seats.
That's towards the back of the hall?
It's there's a bunch of tables. There's some that are closer to the front. There's some towards the back.
But it's not the head table.
It's not the head table,
Interesting.
no.
I'm craning my neck around for either father or mother. Do I see them?
So you don't see Marcus or Jenna Cross anywhere.
Okay.
So typically, you guys might sit down and start, and they would come out to announce the beginning of the dinner.
Like
so
Hogwarts.
before you guys eat.
I'm gonna grab
exactly like Hogwarts.
I'm gonna grab Jabstein's elbow. Jabstein.
Hey.
Yeah.
Horace, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah.
Oh, come here. He grabs you by the hair and starts messing with your nice hair. Oh, you always got the nicest hair.
Eyes first.
Don't worry, buddy. Hey, brother, just hold on. And he waves his hand, prestidigitation, and it goes back to normal.
Yeah, it's not the way I had it, though.
I wrote Jabstein in the back of your hair. I mean, one of your hairs spell out Jabstein. Isn't that cool? It's my name. Anyways, buddy, brother, how you doing?
Have you seen Mom?
No, actually, I was asking about her earlier, and the gnomes got all weird. I don't know. I haven't seen Mom in a little while. Have you been home?
Go forgive yourself. I'm gonna go back over.
All right, okay. I haven't seen you in what, like 6 years? All right.
I'm gonna go back over to Izzy and Sweeney.
Sweeney's the illusion wore off.
Oh yeah, it's been about a minute. You are dressed in red, and Bobbins quickly approaches you. Excuse me.
Your men could do nothing.
You will have to
are
change
nothing to
those
me.
colors immediately.
Whoa. Izzy puts her hand out in front of what?
Is this another drow thing? I don't know. Is this some kind of... I did a little reading between that. I didn't get to hand gestures just yet, but...
A what? A what thing? I'm sorry. Wait, what?
I'm sorry? Wait, I don't know what's happening.
I'm gonna charm
out
this person.
as they're. Oh, you're charming him.
Charming him.
Okay.
So yeah, that happened.
What do I need
Let me
to
just
get
check it
to
again.
prevent from being charmed?
You have to throw.
You have to stop being so racist, for one.
You do a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Okay.
And to beat, is it still 13?
Yep.
He would have gotten a 12. So you would have gotten...
He is charmed.
He's charmed.
In the spirit of the holiday, I think you should leave my friend alone and let him wear whatever he wants. So we're all happy. We're all happy.
Well,
We're doing great. He's happy. Look how happy he is in
He
his
looks
current
at
state.
Sweeney.
Why would you want to make him upset? That's really mean of you. That's not really in the spirit of Bahatmus. Or Yeah.
I guess that is in the spirit of Bahatmus. All right, you can wear your silly, strange garb.
Thank you, sir. You are forgiven. And I walk
what?
away.
I'm sorry? What did he say?
Nope, walking away.
So you enter in, you take your seats. Do you guys sit near each other?
I would assume so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're supposed to be near me. Yeah.
I would imagine you guys would,
Yeah,
your
'cause my
servants, quote unquote,
servants,
would sit
yeah,
with you.
near me, yeah.
Darnsin, are you going to sit with them as well, or are you going to sit with your own people?
Well, I'm going to sit with my own people across the way, across the hall,
Across the table?
across the table, and with me, of course, are Yara and Bethak. Bethak is looking quite handsome, and he usually doesn't.
Yes.
And also with us is Gormo, who is dressed in some
copper, yes.
in copper.
He's keeping his head awfully low, looking around, darting his eyes. I don't think this was a very good idea. I really think I should change.
Gormo!
No
Can I do a
nonsense,
perception
Gormo. It'll be
check?
fine.
Yeah, you guys can all make a perception
Okay.
check to see if you
see if you
spot
spot him?
That's a D12.
Oh, it is?
Ooh, damn!
13.
20 total.
Horace.
I got like a 24.
Oh wow, yeah, you both
I'm
Sweeney
sorry.
and Horace spot Gormo ducking
17.
low next to Darnsin, and
Yeah.
you see the hint of copper coming up over the table.
I look over and there's like an empty seat near me where Gormo's supposed to be. And then I look over at Gormo and I have daggers in my eyes. And then I look over at Sweeney and I look over at Izzy and I go, if you two ruin this for me, if I look bad in Mother's eyes, you're going to pay for this.
Horace, we're on the same team here. We've always been on the same team.
Pinky swore, Horace. I made a pinky swear.
I'm wearing a dress. We're in it.
Well, you look fine, Izzy, other than the hair stuff. But Sweeney,
Yo.
you look like poop, like red,
Like red poop.
Dragons are red. Some dragons are red.
At this point, some of the people have started noticing your colors because you're in a sea of metallic colors, and
Yeah.
you're the only one wearing a bright red outfit.
I know the lore of dragons, and I choose to dress this way.
Are you saying that out loud?
No.
Okay.
I say, look, some dragons are red. I think it's fine.
I can't
I'm
charm
celebrating Bahamut.
I'm just going to assume that this is ignorance.
A young 15-year-old half-dragon comes up behind Sweeney and kind of like puts his arm on your back like, hey, man, I get what you're doing.
Yeah,
I
man.
think that's so cool.
I definitely know what this is.
Oh, man. Yeah, put your hand out and touch my fist with your fist.
Fight the power.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man, we're alike, you and I.
Yeah, man.
You want some wine?
I mean, I can drink.
Hey,
What?
kid.
Huh?
I'm your big brother, I think. So go sit at the kid's table, you little shit.
What? You can't talk to me like that. What are you? I remember there's so many of you.
Prince Horace Kemp.
Oh, you're Prince Horace Kemp of Kempland.
Oh, he did air quotes.
What does that mean?
What was that?
News is spreading.
What does that mean?
I heard about Kempland. They've got like goats and stuff. That's what I've been
It's
told.
a powerful place. It's a powerful, powerful place.
Roll a deception check.
I got, I think, 9.
I've been blood scribing my bro over in near that one port. He said he's never heard of a Kempsland, man.
Well, maybe your bro's stupid.
What?
Maybe your bro is a dumb butt.
What?
Yeah.
And-
Forgive you, man. Forgive you.
Go forgive yourself.
What? I'm gonna tell Dad about that.
Please do.
He runs away.
That
So-
was one of my
was that-
brothers.
Yeah.
That was one of my brothers.
I'd like to make a toast.
Oh, you want to make a toast? Okay.
Here we go.
Master Darnsin, typically your father would start the toast, but, you know what, you make the toast. Go ahead.
Bobbins, just a quick toast for everyone. I'd just like to say hello to everyone, but very quickly, my brother Horace here, I don't know if everyone's heard, but my brother Horace has his own kingdom. He has done it. That is why he is here. That is why he is back. He left not on the greatest of terms, but now Horace is back. He brings a kingdom, and he brings with him squires from his kingdom. The lovely Izzy, and might I say, you are looking ravishing in that dress that has been repurposed. And Sweeney over here.
Izzy says nothing.
Who, despite his appearance, he's just making a joke to just make believe he's in bronze and just, or copper and just, everyone's laughing. Ha 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 ha.
It's not a joke.
I would actually like you to roll for this. This is kind of like a performance.
Sure.
This will actually affect how people treat Sweeney, based because you are on his side essentially. So I'd like you to roll a die. Since you've been given kind of the head table, though, I'd like you to roll advantage, which means you roll 2 d20s and take the higher.
That's a 6.
You take your
Oh,
highest.
okay. 12 plus 2. Got it. So total of 14.
14.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a pretty moving speech. But continue. You were saying.
Oh, well, that's. I didn't want to say too much. I just wanted to welcome Brother Horace, and it's so nice to see you. Randy, Jabstein, Jiggy Hore, we're all here, all of us together at once.
Hey, brothers!
Yeah, brothers! And this young half-dragon man.
Yeah, whatever.
Know exactly who he is, but anyway, we're having such a great time here. So just everyone enjoy and imbibe, and
everybody raises their glasses and toasts, and there's a ton of people here too. There's not just the few of you there. There's each of the groups: Jabstein, Jiggy Hore. You see a couple half dragons running around with each other at smaller tables, like a kid table. There's a lot of people in this room. So maybe not your entire families are here of the Kemps for Darnsin and Horace, but a good amount of your brothers. You see some that are scribes or blacksmiths. They tend to work in precious metals. You see Jiggy Hore, Jabstein, Randy, who are the wizards, the known wizards of the family. You see a couple other little half dragons. You have to imagine they're your mom's offspring, essentially. But it's a pretty packed hall. Now, you hear a door open, and out from the left, you see walking in full, beautiful, glistening, golden armor with a long, flowing silver cloak behind him is Marcus Kemp, the king of the Kemp estates. Now, to describe him, I would just say anyone who knows of this actor, Nathan Fillion, it's just Nathan Fillion. So comes out, standing in front of all of you, everybody falls silent. And he is stepping with confidence, purpose. This is a man that looks like he knows his destiny and has wrapped his hands around it. Now, he's by himself. Jendicroz, your mother, is not with him. He steps out holding a golden goblet in his hand. Before we enjoy tonight's meal, I wanted to make an announcement. Now, some of you may have heard the rumors, and this should be no surprise for you youngsters and wormlings still residing here at the estate. But for your fellow brothers and sisters from afar, I have great news. For some time now, our family is teetered on the brink of collapse, thanks to the actions of the Darnell family and our many enemies. Since this time, we've limped on, never reclaiming our full potential. Starting tomorrow, that changes. As some of you may have noticed, Jendicroz, your mother, isn't here tonight. And that's because we've separated. As he says this, shock echoes through the room. Each of you are kind of looking at each other. Horace, what is your reaction to this?
I'm just staring straight ahead, like shocked, like complete, almost pale. I went pale.
I know what you're thinking, but this is great news, as moments like this can create real opportunity for our family. She'll always be your mother, but she's gone and we need a queen, a sovereign who will raise the Kemp estates beyond what we've ever dreamed. And that's why I'm pleased to announce my engagement to Ravane, the golden dragon of the Northern Isles. As he says this, Marcus looks to his left side of the room where he stepped out as a massive golden dragon gracefully steps out from the huge hallway leading into the room. She steps with regal grace as her form begins to shimmer and sparkle as her wings curl underneath what now look to be a flowing silk, and her claws pull inward till only a beautiful woman stands before you where a dragon once was. Her radiant golden dress illuminates the walls around her as she gracefully steps across the room. A warm smile and soothing eyes look out upon you as Ravane stands by Marcus's side, gripping his left arm. Before we start, who would like to say the Bahamutmas blessing?
Ooh,
anyone?
Dibs.
I'm gonna grab Sweeney's hand and slam it back down on the
Ow! I called dibs, Horace.
Would anyone like to say it?
Yes.
Gormo.
Let's.
You pushed Gormo up under the table?
I took that toast straight to the gullet, and I haven't had anything to eat.
Okay. So I imagine you literally grabbed Gormo and set him on the table. Okay. Ah, the dwarf. You, if you would like to take the blessing. Okay. Yeah, all right, let's see. Oh, Bahamut, oh great platinum guardian of the heavens, bless these dragons and dragonkin. We keep our words short, as we know you prefer action, but on this night we cannot contain ourselves. We are thankful for the gifts, for the friends, and he eyes Sweeney and Izzy, but most of all for family.
I would have done that way better.
And he eyes Horace. Bless us, Bahamut, and as always, death and destruction to Tiamat. And he sits down. That's my boy. Well, my dwarf, or whoever you are. And now, let the feast begin. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode. We'll be back again next week with part 2 of our adventure with Todd. You can hear more from him every other week on Blockbuster Smash Up, where we bring on guests to help us smash together one great movie and one terrible movie, and try to put them together into one cohesive new film. In our most recent episode, we smashed together The Big Lebowski with 1998's Godzilla, and the results got pretty weird. You can follow Todd on Twitter at TGLevin. You can also follow the rest of the Velvet League. Jeremy Fox is on Twitter at JLeeFox. Kelly Egan is at Girl Meets Bear, and Mike Christensen is at Super Geek Mike. Photos and character art can be found at partialart.com, where you can listen to or download full episodes. If you'd like to email us, you can do that at fridaynightquests@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Tumblr, all under the handle Partial Arc. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you on the battlefield.
Yeah, I'm gonna loot the body.
So, how much experience do we get?
Well, now we have a skeleton army, so that's pretty neat.